Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Star Trek Resurgence. We were playing this just yesterday on live, and we're back again to do the same today. We got a decent way at the story. I think we're about just under 2 hours in when we were finishing up yesterday. So yesterday as of this live, so to speak. But who up trekking they star? What? Finn, are you okay? Are you okay, Finn? But yeah, we got to a decent part. Well, we got to a decent point in the story and stopped. But essentially, there are two planets that we're trying to negotiate peace between, and they almost started war. So that's where we're at. It's going pretty well. Very excited to see, you know, just where we're going next. Good, thanks. I just finished my takeout. What did you have? We just had some pizza and kebab, which was very nice. Yeah. Hopefully I kept. Okay, we're exactly where we left off. Brilliant. Perfect. There's something so empowering about being in a Starfleet uniform. Oh, I was using controller yesterday. 1 second. Almost forgot. Buffalo chicken tenders, chips, a Fanta fruit twist, and a peanut butter cookie dough milkshake. Sorry, cookie dough milkshake. Ooh. Ooh.
Soothing.
Okay, we talk to this guy. Hello? No. Hello? Okay, hello. Cedron.
Commander.
The grand price of 113 with a tip 2. Oh, nice.
I knew the Federation would see through the Elidians' baseless claims and protect the interests of my people.
The Elidians aren't going away.
Even though the Hotari should have control
I pay more to my delivery driver than the restaurant. That's iconic.
Some claims are still valid.
There you're wrong, but we can agree to disagree.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Elidians.
Not seized. Reclaimed.
Okay.
And restored to their rightful owners.
They're very Skrull-like,
yes,
aren't they?
I was there. We had to be decisive. Before the Elidians could even realize...
Is it a new game or has it been out for a while? It's relatively new. It's not even a week old yet.
Did you have help from someone else?
Hotari stands alone against the Elidian forces. We
I'm
don't
gonna check it to be fair, so I wouldn't have
from
seen it.
anyone.
No, yeah, it came out like came out on Tuesday last week.
Of all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that.
Star Trek always considers Star Wars as more mature, yet more richer, older sibling. Yeah, more niche, sorry, older sibling. That is very true. Very true.
The Federation's
Yeah.
finest warship. Ready to contend with anything the Elidians might have in store.
The thing is, as well, Star Trek is also more about posing
Maybe I
questions,
misjudged it.
whereas Star Wars is more about, you know, not spectacle like in a bad way, but you know what I mean.
I wouldn't say state
It's
of
the
the
American
art,
Doctor Who, sort of.
but the
Yes, you're
Resolute
right.
is
Yeah.
plenty capable and can hold its own against just about anything.
Let's hope so. Because
Also,
at the
Star Trek
moment,
deals with
it's
things
the
that Star
only thing
Wars I
preventing
personally
them from
wouldn't ever
wiping
want
us
to
off
deal
the
with,
map.
like time travel and like alternate realities. Like something I think that's something that I prefer Star Wars steers away from, generally
Pleasure meeting
speaking.
you, Commander. I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
It's in the same way that Doctor Who is the British One Piece because both will never end. Wow. Wow. Let's talk to the Elidians. They're going to be angry with me because I told them that they didn't have a claim to the mines, but here we go.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality, as does any hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes me. Without Elidian involvement, there is no dilithium trade.
We remain
Clearly,
neutral.
you weren't aware.
Of all my concerns, dilithium is not one of them. I could care less about securing a supply, now or in the future.
I'd be curious to know.
You see, you don't want Star Wars to do time travel, but no, that's different though. That was time manipulation, really speaking. It's slightly different.
Major Solid Arminta, Special Attaché, Elydian Armed Forces. Pleasure to meet you, Commander. I have
He seems
my
nicer.
issues with the Hotari, but I have to give them some credit. They know how to seize an opportunity. Inciting an uprising the same day as a massive, once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told. Of course, I wasn't there. But
What really happened?
who am I to say otherwise?
I say One
Something
Piece isn't
tells me there's
ending,
more
it's
to
in the
the
final
story.
saga. Yeah, you're
So
contradicting
what really
yourself.
happened?
Also, if you guys are
Well,
enjoying
the
this
official story is that it was
this
the
stream, by the way,
storm
all
that
these
enabled the
videos
revolt.
do drop a
How
like
else
as well.
do a
It really
bunch
helps
of
the channel. Thank
unarmed,
you very much.
unorganized miners
Whether you're
seize
watching
control
now
of an entire
or later.
moon, much less thousands of mines. But I've talked to people who were there. They tell a different story.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
They say they're lucky to have escaped with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm.
Oh,
I know it sounds crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But that's what they said.
You just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done? That's how. Harnessing the storm.
But even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
thing is that with that release schedule, some sagas take
If
years
you'll
to finish.
excuse
That's fair.
me,
That's
Commander
fair.
Ryder.
Oh, hello.
Commander, if I could have a quick word with you.
Of course.
I'm encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people. I'm afraid of what might happen without your help.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm glad to hear it. I just hope you're not the only one who feels that way.
I apologize for that. These are unusual times, to say the least. Much is changing. I saw you speaking with the Elydian. I'm sure they're painting themselves as the victims.
The Elydians are under the impression the Hotari are somehow the cause of the ion storm.
Which I'm sure they attribute to our lack of experience or sheer inferiority.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we are as much the victims of this horrific
These
storm
guys.
as they are.
We're a good schedule of about 4 to 5 chapters
For
a
the
month.
first
That's
time in our
good.
history, the Hotari have the upper hand. We see ourselves as strong instead of downtrodden. New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Galvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now they have the Queen's ear. Better or worse, depending on your perspective.
Oh, you don't trust them?
I get the sense you don't exactly trust them.
They're miners, not diplomats. I don't trust their instincts, which are leading us to war.
I mean, true. I get it. I get it.
My fear has been that the Elydians will launch an attack and crush us. You've seen their starship, no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of. It's still the same bluster and bravado you would expect from them. But it has no teeth. Like they're afraid of what might happen.
Galvin?
Because of what happened in the mines. Is it Galvin they're afraid of?
It's entirely possible. But I don't know for sure. Whatever Galvin is doing in those mines is turning everything upside down. But no one knows exactly what's happening.
Interesting.
Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access.
Oh.
No one's allowed without his personal authorization. And they've taken over a section of the palace with just as much secrecy and security. I'm told it could be something they brought back from the mines. I've made inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist.
You sure of
Strongly
this?
suspect they're hiding something.
Good news that the next chapter comes out soon. That's
It's been
good.
the talk of the palace since the day of the revolt.
You excited?
How can we know?
Oh.
I'd better see what's happening.
Do you think you can find out what they're hiding? I need to see proof of something before I can make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
With that fucking cliffhanger, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
Oh, we've got a friend. You got a friend
Let
in
you
me.
know what I find.
You got a
forward to
friend
meeting
in
again.
me. When the road looks rougher, potentially face an upcoming reveal of the secret world Elemental leader. Oh, okay. 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 Is that it? Is that all we need to do now? Do we go back into the meeting room now? Do I have to face the fact that I nearly ignited a fucking war about 5 minutes ago? Don't mind me, just strutting my stuff. Let's go.
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Elydians stormed out.
The Hotari did not invite us here as peacekeepers. I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
World Government Council, no single ruler. Oh, okay, so this is like a big important character, really.
Harmonics failing to resolve. Warp bubble stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
Okay, increase warp output. Oh, this be like if Palpatine was revealed to be working for someone else the entire time. That's crazy.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about this region of space prevents warp travel?
Well, all we need to do is just go at impulse.
Prevents it or can't sustain it.
Come on, guys.
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
We have impulse engines.
Well, couldn't we slowboat it out of here at impulse speed?
It may come to that, but we don't know how far this warp dead zone extends. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed.
That is an answer.
Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship.
Okay.
To construct a clear picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship. I'll prep a shuttle.
This guy is too peppy. He's too peppy. I like him, but he's too peppy. Scientific method. I know Star Trek designs are like so like of their time, and by that I mean old. But like I love them. I still think the shuttle looks like a pizza box.
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
Oh, one of the final villains? Wow, okay. Oh! Star Trek designs scream of 60s, 70s sci-fi, they do. Guys, we're flying the ship. Oh boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, this is the shit.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. We are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
And, Mr. Diaz, do take care in piloting the shuttlecraft.
Shut up,
Now's not
Chovak.
the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
Chovak probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
I don't take it personally.
Nah, I just don't take it personally. At least I try not to.
He's a Vulcan, what do you expect?
That's a very mature answer. Shows a positive attitude on your part. Remind me of it when I start complaining to you about the ship's new first officer.
Oh! Damn! He really said, let me insult your other character. I feel like they could have let us go a little bit faster, just slightly. It's fine. It's fine.
This is far enough. Transporting the first probe into position.
Hey. A few ideas who Luffy is being built up to encounter again. His Eye Lament or Shanks, his Archer, Blackbeard, and the Navy Admiral killed his brother.
We are about to replay the simulation.
Akainu? Sounds pretty cool.
Problem?
I just can't get a handle on her.
Oh,
Commander
no.
Rydek. She rejected my plan to use a deflector pulse against the storm surge. But on the other, she did listen to my advice and use the whole polarity trick to get you through that excursion alive. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the new XO. I'm sure she's a fine officer, even if we don't see eye to eye. But she didn't go through what the rest of us did. You know that. And it's hard to figure out why she'd be the one Solano chose instead of, well, one of us.
I've heard some good things. You should at least give her a chance.
I'll take that under advisement.
Test is running.
That guy's giving me something. I don't know who he's giving, but he's giving. He's reminding me of someone. I can't think who. It means red dog in Japanese. Oh, cool.
Oh. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
Another probe. They're on probation, if you will.
With 2 points of data, the Resolute and the probe, we've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Before Rydek showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer.
Wow.
What a load of crap. I mean, if he'd said that about Chovak, sure.
Is that why you're being so friendly to me? Politics?
That would be clever, but I think you give me more credit than the captain does. You're all right, Diaz. And you've got potential. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work, and who knows? A solid jack of all departments like you could be Commander-in-Chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too.
I love it. So put me up for promotion. I'm ready for my next challenge.
Well, I think you're going to have to prove that to your boss, Chovak, first.
Yeah, but Chovak's an asshat.
He's the one who has to put you up for consideration. If I were first officer, it would be different.
Well, what do you think? Is there room for me in the science division?
Unless I can come up with a real good reason.
This isn't enough?
It might be.
Might we see someone move departments here? Akainu is a name given he's one of the admirals. Oh, okay. Akainu. Either way. Akainu, yeah, sure.
Here.
Sorry.
This is close enough.
I'm bad with
Stop the engines.
Japanese names, to be honest.
Deploying the probe. Westbrook to Commander Chovak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good.
His red dog and the other admirals are blue pheasant and yellow monkey.
In 3,
Oh, cool.
2, 1. On.
It's fine, I forgot the name sometimes. Weird. Oh no.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Directional.
What about the scans?
Oh my.
Anything?
It's directional, guys.
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Hotari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
Oh.
We got something.
Oh.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Let's see if I can find some more.
Oh.
Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it.
It's an attack.
It's like nothing I've ever seen.
The names are
We're
both
under
color-coded
attack. We
and
didn't
reflect
even
their
know it.
powers.
We
Oh,
need to
okay.
stop them. Unplug whatever it is they're hitting us with.
Now, look here. It's our current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations, they line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small part of something much bigger.
Uh-oh. No! All three of the original admirals have
Presently,
Lord
we
Devil
don't have an
Fruits.
explanation for how they're doing this.
That's pretty cool.
One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted
Oh,
weapon that inhibits warp travel,
Lorgia.
coming from the moon
Or
tower.
Logia.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Elydians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
We're the ones in trouble.
We're right to be worried. If they're targeting the Resolute and we can't go to warp, that effectively leaves us at their mercy.
Which puts us in a rather difficult position.
Especially if they have more tricks up their sleeve.
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and
Interesting.
Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back?
She's out of options.
Fair question, considering.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them. She's trying to save them.
I can't stand this guy.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless
They
they
want
changed
more.
their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Given their indifference to the negotiations, and what we now know about this warp-disrupting weapon, it's almost as if they want to start a war. And Sidron was convinced the only thing the Elydians respect is force.
I would say he's right about that. But at least they know when to hold back.
But that does not explain why they would turn their aggressions against us.
I don't think the Elydians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Arminta said the revolt defied explanation, that the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Elydians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
Yeah, but what if they're working with someone who
That is all
does?
the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Oh,
Put her
here we
through.
go.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
Go ahead.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
Awkward run.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
What's that? See, you've scanned it.
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but
Uh-oh.
I have to go.
Tylus,
Can we reconnect?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
This isn't good.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
We have to help her. Send another shuttle.
We're
Or
not
maybe...
doing anything yet.
Oh.
Not until we know more. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Okay.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It looks like a control. Like a control, like,
It appears
point.
to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Lydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption. And targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Okay. That sounds worrisome.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on
My
this
throat's
warp
really
problem.
hurting. I should get a drink.
And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording
Next
data
time we have
all the
like a
way back
little
from Hotari.
pause.
Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
Okay.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us.
Isn't that better though, technically?
How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yay,
It
teamwork.
won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Why does she seem depressed?
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Why? She's being an asshole for some reason. Be professional.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Let's do it. Don't know what I'm doing, but let's do it. I bet you it was the tribbles. Always the tribbles.
Here, I'll help.
Is that how you meant to use that? Imagine if it wasn't.
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem.
She's
You
desperate.
really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but I know my stuff.
Ah!
I can see that.
Nellie's faces make me laugh my ass off.
Come on, start pulling chips.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of chips. This is slightly. Oh. Oh.
What's this?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Oh.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level.
This means nothing to me.
What's it doing in there?
I mean, sure, we'll take it, but...
Wait. Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination.
Okay.
Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue. You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
Does pose a threat.
Well, if it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device, some kind of sabotage, or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
I'm
she's
still
right.
going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when
She's
we
not
send
wrong.
the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are. But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel. We could trigger a distress call, get Starfleet to send more ships.
I don't trust her.
Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If you think you could do it without getting in trouble.
I'll find a way.
Be very careful.
She's really doesn't... Something fishy here. Yeah, it's
Okay,
sort of
stand
fishy,
back.
right? It's like a bit weird. I don't trust her.
Get this to the containment lab. We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
She's not wrong. Oh,
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked.
okay.
Maybe she knows more than us?
She did
Or
seem
it's 'cause
off.
This is all happening so fast.
She did seem off.
Yeah, there was something a little off about her.
Like that talk about sending a distress call? That was pretty out there. Although, you didn't seem to think so. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses.
Oh,
This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
nah. She's a bad guy on some level.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander
I got a
Rydek,
question for you. What's the
you want to
takeout?
take it from here?
Of course.
What's the takeout tier list looking for you? What you mean, like what I prefer
Tylus
to
managed
have,
to infiltrate
like
the
for
heavily
as
guarded
takeaway?
location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon, originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
I'd say
symbols from Federation
I usually like Chinese, then like
of match or
kebab,
select a symbol to further
and then like pizza. I kind of don't really. I've never really had Thai takeout. What else? Indian I don't mind, but I don't really have it as takeout. I usually just go to like an Indian restaurant instead. So pretty much that. Like it's just that those are just the three I usually go for. Every so often I'll get a burger, maybe fish and chips too, but those are more rare. India's best restaurant, you get a shitload of free sides. Oh, it's that. It's the logo, guys. If I feel it's genuinely peak, I shall have to try it. It's the logo of the game.
99.2% match.
Got it.
The Takan Empire.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph
You are right,
associated
yeah.
with the ancient Takan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
I know about
Actually, I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of a Takan outpost.
Oh.
On stardate 41386.4, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardus. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship.
I feel like I remember that
Enterprise
episode.
was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 63, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Tiger and curry is
Select
lovely.
the
It's
aspect
decently
you wish
spicy and
to learn
creamy.
more
Coconut
about.
milk is a big thing in their cooking. Oh, we like. Portal 63.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 63, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 63 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
This is set after Next Generation, right? Yeah, this is set essentially. This is set after Next Generation. After it's set after all of the shows of that period. This is probably set the closest to, oh gosh, 16 years ago. So that would be like this is probably just before. This is probably just before the beginning of the J.J. Abrams movie, because Spock goes so Spock obviously goes through to the past in that movie. So that and it's still decently before Picard. So it's sat halfway between the big shows like Next Generation, Voyager, etc. And the beginning of the Abrams movie timeline, and the newer shows. If that makes sense. The newer show, Picard. William, I know the general thing of original Star Trek versus New Generation and Picard, of course. Yeah. William Riker, the man with the greatest sitting animation in the galaxy. Between the good series and the bad movies in series. Shh. But yes.
What sort of planet is Delphi?
I didn't mind some of the Abrams
Delphi
ideas,
RD4
but
is an
yeah,
M-class planet,
it's weird.
a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi RD system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
Okay.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this
Like
restriction.
Abrams' first Trek film, but the rest, well, yeah, they started to go downhill, don't get me wrong.
General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi RD system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
Okay.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
Okay.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know,
it's understandable.
This could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart. I agree. Then when the time is right, we can confront them.
Sure.
Diplomatically, of course.
Yes.
Right.
We've been able
You say
to
there's that's fair,
triangulate the
so fair to
source
say,
of the
sorry.
ionic
That's the thing about
interference
Star
and warp
Wars, Star Trek versus
disruption
Star
to a
Wars. In Trek,
specific
they very much
mine on Tau.
deal very much with
Engineering
negotiating
used
internally with their
latest
team
data
about
from your shuttle to pinpoint its
microcosmic
origin.
events versus the grand
There.
opposite. Yeah, so I think Star Trek is
So
more
we know where to look.
We need
philosophical
to know
is maybe the wrong word, but I
Hotari
think
are
that's
hiding.
right. I think
Better
that's kind of
understand
what it
we're up
is.
against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari
Oh, it's just the way
moon
the
would
light
not
is.
be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances,
Political,
we are
philosophical,
entirely
yeah, it's
within our
got a lot
rights
more
to
of that
defend
going on.
ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task.
Never makes me not laugh that people think Star Trek has gone woke nowadays. Star Trek was always that,
Obviously,
essentially.
it's not without risk.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case.
Because the Federation wasn't just
Given the
intergalactic
sensitive
space
nature of
communism.
this
Literally.
incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes. Which
It's
is
a risk
why
we
I've
have to
chosen
take.
you.
It's a risk we have to take. We need to know what we're up against.
Agreed. And of course, you'll have the full support of the Resolute throughout.
We must take every precaution.
Get in touch with Tylus
Okay.
and make the necessary arrangements.
Honestly, maybe I
as
ought to give
swiftly
Trek
as
a try
possible.
someday. It's definitely one of those huge series I know a lot about, but I'm kind of scared to get into, you know? Yes.
Heading is straight for the homeworld.
What I would say,
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have
from what
the
I
luxury of
learned,
waiting. In
is
that case, may I suggest you and I return to
the
Hotari
original
Prime?
Star Trek is.
Doing so will provide Commander Rydek.
I mean, there's
as
how many
much
series
time
of
as
movies?
possible
Sorry,
to
give me 2 seconds.
complete our
I'll-
mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Pause there. So there is the original series, then there's Next Generation, then there was Deep Space Nine, Voyager. There was Enterprise, which is the earliest chronologically, but the latest of the series before the newer stuff. There was like a lot of movies for both the original series and there was, I think there was like 5 or 6 of those, and a good number of movies for the Next Generation. Then kind of like skip ahead a lot of years, and then you get Discovery. You've got Lower Decks, which is like Rick and Morty, but with Star Trek. Then you've got Picard, obviously. They're doing a Section 31 movie, which is like The Secret Place. I was about to say that, Finn. What I was going to say is, if you want to get into Star Trek, I personally went release order. Sorry, not chronological order. I went release order and watched it that way. But I would actually say watch Next Generation first to get a real grip on what Star Trek became, if that makes sense. Because the original series is fun to watch, but it doesn't begin to kind of encapsulate the entirety of Star Trek, if that makes sense. Rick and Morty with Star Trek, don't compare that mid to a classic series like Star Trek. No, but it is. Lower Decks is that. Also, The Strange New Worlds, which I forgot about, but is also pretty good. I watched one episode, but it was pretty good, so I didn't get back around to watching it. I'm a bit behind. Anyway, back into the story. Let's do this. Lost and found.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Well, yeah, but
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Use comm badge.
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz, Tamaris.
Try her again.
Also, I know William Shatner has an ego
Commander
the size of
Westbrook to
Texas.
Petty Officer Miranda
We won't talk about that.
Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Marist.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
This is going to go badly. Also, the sun's in my freaking lens. Also, I'm yawning. Brilliant. This is going well. That little red dot that's coming through on my camera is really starting to annoy me. Lens flare. I was talking badly about Abrams, so my camera's giving me lens flare. I'm sorry, guys.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
The ghost of Abrams passed, literally. Oh gosh. But I mean, suppose if it was going to happen, at least it happened with something that, in this circumstance. Just don't piss Abrams off too much, or somehow Palpatine will return. Ooh.
Who did this?
That, or he'll make another timeline, and then call it Kelvin, because he has to have Kelvin in every project he does. Enter silently. We're going silently. We're going stealth operation, guys. Time for stealth. Let's do this. Whoever's up here, they're going down. Where's my freaking phaser? I don't have my phaser on me? Ridiculous. I almost said Fraser by accident as well. It's a totally entirely different thing. Uh-oh. Oh no.
What the?
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
Called your comm badge.
I called
Where's
you
the
on the comm
lightsaber?
badge.
I know, ridiculous.
Twice. Commander Westbrook, too. Why didn't you answer?
Oh, I guess I was just caught up in my work. But I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Where are the crystals?
But hold on a second. Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab. He sent me to find you.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought the crystals to the lab myself.
Oh no, this is going
Whatever
badly.
he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
Westbrook wouldn't lie about that.
Are you really so sure?
I just said he wouldn't.
Then maybe he's mistaken. I don't know.
It's always the new transfer. It's always the person who's
I
transferred
appreciate
back
that you
to the
came
ship.
Check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much. We're on
Acting
a starship.
strange.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. 1 minute you're citing regulation to take the crystals, and now you don't seem to care that they've gone missing. And what are you even doing in here?
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
Stop
Hey,
that.
wait up!
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now.
There's an imposter among us. Yeah.
Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business. I know we have some things to figure out. I don't have time to stand around and debate with you.
I don't know what it is, but you're hiding something. What's in that storage drive?
It's secure data. It doesn't concern you.
This bitch.
Miranda, hold on.
No. Get out of my way.
Also, this. Oh no, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's time.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on?
Oh, well, so it's my fault now. She gave you the Riz stat. What was that about?
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
She attacked me.
That's ridiculous.
And tried to get away with this. She was copying data onto it. I caught her in the act.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this
I
situation.
don't trust this. This is
And when
bad.
Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
Look, I wish I was wrong about this. That I was overreacting. More than anything. But I know what I saw. And it's not what she's saying.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security.
Yeah,
She can
that's a good
explain
idea,
herself
isn't
in the
it?
brig.
This is a fucking.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's
Please.
permanent record.
There you go.
Miranda, maybe you're feeling out of sorts and we should head to sickbay so the doc can check you out?
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach. and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
She
No.
did have a bumpy ride
Call
back
security.
on the shuttle.
This is Petty Officer Diaz. I need a security team to Deck 5.
This is unbelievable.
You literally attacked me. What do you expect me to do? If I have to sit this close for the light to go away. This is horrible. I never usually have an issue like this. It's very, very rare. How dare it be summer right now? Who would win? Gordon Ramsay versus Jamie Oliver. Fist fight only Gordon Ramsay. Easy, easy, easy win. Easy win. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. No, I'm not getting rid of it. Well, Phil Mitchell versus Gordon. I think Gordon, to be honest. The guys run a moon. Love how we just expected it was breathable atmosphere. Then again, actually, it is the mines, isn't it? So, you know.
Rydick here.
This is Zermatt. Any trouble?
When they adding Phil Mitchell,
Really starting to miss transporters.
Mitchell to
As long as
Fortnite?
there's
I don't
storms
know.
around, you'd better learn to like shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on this.
Fair enough. You'll need to get in and out of the mine undetected, so I hope Minister Tylus can help in that regard.
So do I.
And to keep this covert, we'll refrain from contact unless absolutely necessary.
Okay.
Understood. Rydick out.
To a better Mass Effect game than Andromeda. Oh, damn. You really said.
The ionic interferences coming from underground. I should find a safer way down there.
Okay. Okay, dude. Is that like a signal? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hi, Tylus.
I saw your shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did.
Hopefully, indeed.
Good to see you. Even under these unfortunate circumstances.
I was worried about you.
When you called to give us a scan, it sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
She's an
Lead
icon.
the way.
She is the moment.
I'll fill you in on what we've learned about the situation.
Follow me.
Okay.
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
That sounds impossible. But explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
The Takan?
Yeah, the
Once the
Takan.
most powerful civilization in the galaxy. But they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
It's hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Understood. We're almost there.
Hey. Let's do this. Oh, what's that? Was something popping up there? No, okay. Let's go. Ooh. Pretty. Pretty. Ain't that pretty though?
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
The structure that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door.
Okay. Am I going in vents or something? Are you putting me in a vent? This really is just Among Us. Or Among Us, should I say.
How dare you! Don't you know who I am? I am Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
That's not...
The Queen would be furious to hear you tried to deny me entry.
The Queen? But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself? And who exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting it as well, to someone much further up the ladder. You have no authority here. Do you understand who...
You have no authority here.
...inform the Queen directly of this instance?
There's no...
You'll regret everything you've said here today. You should have opened the doors the second I appeared before you.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know
you were...
Well, that's Matt Mercer.
...will be recorded, processed, and permanently marked on your record. I can't believe this. Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue?
Minister, I have orders.
How could a fellow Hotari not understand this?
Someone takes the breaks up here. Maybe the same guard who left that window unlocked.
Escort me to the maintenance bay.
I suppose the view is nice.
I told you, I can't just...
Now!
But fine.
A wise choice. Lead the
Okay.
way, and be quick.
Oh, here we go. Out of range still? How dare you?
Force field. Looks like it was installed recently. No safe
Okay.
way around it. Okay. Let's get a look inside you.
Oh. What's that? Okay. Oh, complete scan. Okay.
Full system access. Let's see if I can just...
Oh.
Bingo.
Interesting. Okay.
Better hurry. Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Oh, there's one there. Okay. It's fine, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's fine.
Should remove the security check on the door.
Oh, do I need to do something else now? Oh, is it back that way now? Oh, is it back this way? Yeah, yeah. Okay. What's happening? It's loading. Oh Lord, he loading. Talk about a big operation. I'm gonna have to stealth in a minute, aren't I?
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight.
She ain't messing around.
There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around.
I'm impressed.
Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me. Underestimate me at your peril.
Okay.
The catwalks were booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep out the uninvited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples?
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it.
Okay, so we're gonna look for blood now. The end. Something down there.
This facility doesn't seem well maintained. An Elydian console.
All the managerial technology in the mines is Elydian.
So they can keep an eye on their investment.
Fair enough.
That's how it is.
There's DNA on this console, but it's only partial.
Okay.
I can't use this.
Maybe because we're outside.
The weather out here could dilute any DNA samples.
What about inside that structure? That's where the workers spend most of their time.
Good idea.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thanks for telling me where to go.
Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots.
Oh, is it through here? Okay, cool.
This'll work.
Sure. Okay. One more sample. Got it.
That's a stable DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
Let's go for this one.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
Fuck you, dude.
I can use this.
Oh, that's literally just like a full fucking handprint.
Good. That's another I can use. Just need one more sample.
Okay,
Not
scanning.
enough. Gotta keep looking.
Okay. Yeah.
There's gotta be stable DNA here.
Okay.
Perfect. That's enough to make the DNA profile. Time to go back to the lift.
I feel like there's gonna be trouble. Anyone else feel like there's gonna be trouble? Oh, hi, Tylus.
You're not coming inside?
There are some things I'd rather not smell.
Ah.
Okay then. Whatever
What's
you say.
in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining,
Yeah, what are they fucking doing? Lazy bastards. Kidding, I'm kidding.
It worked.
Theory proven.
I'll get it started.
Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Once more into the breach.
I'm a little afraid of what we might find down there.
We'll be okay. I've survived worse than this.
Well, I haven't. But I'll put my faith in you. For now.
Tyler's is so real. She's so real for that.
Jara. No, stay back. There's a guard at the station. You'll have to hide.
Uh-oh. Oopsie doopsie.
Who are you? What are you doing
Who are you? How dare
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylus Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
Jues Gawad Abawit.
Are you all right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but... I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do. I've never even fired a weapon.
I'll protect you.
This is just... It's real now. I wasn't ready for this.
Hey, I'll keep you safe.
Can you?
I was a tactical officer before I was posted to the Resolute. I know my way around a phaser. You saw how I handled our large friend here.
I suppose that is somewhat reassuring.
Is it though?
My authority has never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hotari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Fair enough.
Can you switch over the lift?
The guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Would you look at that?
Got it.
Woo!
He's not dead, is he?
No, of course not.
He's still one of my people, and I didn't come here to take Hotari lives.
My phaser's set to stun. He'll be perfectly fine, just unconscious for a while.
I see. We don't have that sort of technology on our weapons.
Good to know.
Oh. That's great to know, in fact. Yeah, I can't wait to die. What could possibly happen next?
The energy readings are emanating from this tunnel.
I have a feeling this
It's
mine's
sure
gonna
to be
blow up
guarded
or
in
something
there.
crazy like that.
Stay low and follow my lead. Is that all dilithium?
Not all of it. We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts of dilithium ore. It's sorted and processed at the collector ship above.
Fair enough. I think it's time to stone some ass hats.
More guards.
I take that as a sign we're getting close.
I'll get a closer look.
Oh.
They're armed and there's a lot of cover for them. I'd be outmatched in a firefight.
I'd like to avoid any more casualties. Things are already getting out of hand.
Do it. Oh. What about?
We need that particular card, don't we?
I'm afraid so.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they've improvised a barrier.
Yes, we must be getting closer.
Okay, it was one more. I'll get it.
Can you open that door?
Not without that scan card.
Okay.
I don't like our options here. I have to get us that card so we can open the door.
How? If they detect you, Galvin and Sidron's followers are clearly willing to kill to protect
This is
whatever
very
is in this
dark.
mine.
Hey, I'm trained for this. I'll be fine.
What should I do?
Stay
Avoid
here.
being seen. Stick to the edge of the room and meet me at the door.
Oh, fuck. This is like Mary Jane missions all over again.
I get all the grunt work.
Bye-bye.
I wish the Lydians would try something else. They saw our power, our resolve. They're terrified of us.
Are they terrified though?
Vulnerable. Then get back to work, and we'll complete the plan more quickly. Processing.
This is going well. This is going phenomenally, guys. Okay, wait until he's moved away from this one. And go. Got it.
What's that?
Oh no.
Strange. How long is Galvin going to make us wait?
I'd melt if I went through there.
He's let us well so
Keep
far.
moving.
It's a miracle we're even here.
I'm scared.
So long. Patience, brother. We'll get our chance. It's inevitable.
Scared.
That it is. I get all the grunt work.
Where do I go from here? Oh, it's the turn. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Talus is going to be there. Yeah, thanks, Tylers. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I hate stealthing though. I hate stealthing in games.
Stay close.
Stop!
Hmm.
What?
Motion sensors.
Oh.
They'll trigger an alarm. We'll be found.
Invisible to the naked eye.
They could be anywhere. How will we get through?
Okay, so we need to kind of go under and right. Okay. Oh, I'm so good. Look at me. I'm so good. Oh, icon. I am the moment. See that? Chef's kiss. Oh, no. Then Lydian? Yup. That's a lot of Lydians.
This?
It's where the uprising started.
You could at least have cleaned up the bodies, guys. Come on.
Hotari don't do this. We defend ourselves, but we don't kill on this scale, this level of savagery.
There's no such thing as a bloodless rebellion.
I don't know if we
Fair.
should keep going. So much death.
We go to the dead.
We'll make sure they didn't die for nothing. What we learn here could save the rest of your people.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
happened here, it made the Elydians abandon the mines. Let's find out what they're so scared of.
Well, we kind of know. Right?
Is this the effects of an Elydian disruptor?
Yes.
Disruptors are cruel weapons.
I can't even see it. I don't even know what she's talking about. All those crystals are all over the place, though.
Footprints. Elydian boots. Running back the way we came.
Oh, damn.
Tylus,
Is that coming out of his body?
what kind of weapon did this?
This is like nothing I've ever seen or heard of. My people don't have a weapon that does this.
What else can you tell me?
Okay. Scan. Crystals appear to have grown from inside the flesh after initial penetration. Oh, gosh. 4 hearts, okay. All stuff at once? Yeah. This is crazy. Oh, complete scan. Okay.
What an awful way to die. This must be why the Elydians are so afraid.
I mean, I would be afraid too, wouldn't
Technology
you?
that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Where did this weapon come from?
Well, the crystals are giving off tetrametric pulses. If I set my tricorder to search for that frequency, it'll lead us right to the source.
Okay, but we've got things to look at still, so give me 2 minutes.
The Elydians shot to kill.
But if they killed him, why was he shot in the back?
Oh.
You're right. The shot came from the side the Hotari were defending.
We don't kill our own.
But apparently you
He
do.
wasn't just caught in the middle.
Killed by the same crystallization as the Elydian.
Whose side was the killer on?
Okay, fair enough. Maybe there is someone else up there.
Tylus, you may not want to look down there.
I've come too far to... What is this?
They've been dumping bodies down here.
Unforgivable. Galvin and Sidron will be made to answer for this.
That's horrible. Damn.
The Hotari fortified the side of the room opposite the door. It's a good tactic, but a few crates aren't going to stop fully armed Elydian soldiers. How did they win?
Evidently they had someone else on their side.
From the blast marks, it looks like the Elydians had far greater firepower.
Okay, well. Am I stuck on something? Oh, I want to be at the back of the room. Okay. Okay.
Think they parked this here on purpose?
Well, probably, yeah. Oh, she knows how to drive one of these things.
Need any help?
I've got it.
Damn, she really said, I may be a diplomat, but I can move this machinery.
This concentration of tetrametric radiation has never been recorded. Whatever they're hiding, it's right through here.
Concerning. Concerning. What could they possibly find? Oh, we're doing a Cal Kestis now, guys. Slightly less smooth, admittedly. But you know.
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward, replacing the soil.
It's like an infection. A parasite. Growing inside Tau.
Looks cool. Wow, it's pretty.
Incredible.
This is definitely not Hotari.
No shit.
It's the remnants of the Tucan Empire.
I don't think we should be here.
This is exactly where we should be. Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room.
Oh, excuse me, why is it just like
everything we can?
Why is the floor just like hello?
Somewhat resembles a transporter pad.
Okay. That's good to know. Go to the console.
Look familiar?
It's almost identical to the console Galvin has hidden in the palace. It looks like a control surface.
Sure does.
What are we looking at?
It's made of the same crystalline material as the rest of this place, but I can't tell much else. Might be some kind of sleep mode. I can't analyze this further unless it starts working normally.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Maybe
activate
we can
it.
turn it on from somewhere else.
Hopefully. Let's keep looking around.
Okay, let's do it. Go. I think there was the stairs There were stairs out of here to the right. That's probably where to go, right? Oh. Oh, here we go. What's this? Anything else? Anything else?
This suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
What?
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says, but hard to imagine how that's possible.
Can we open these? Let's open one.
Our science division will have a field day with this. We need to study it on the ship.
Who's taking one? Doesn't sound good.
How are you holding up?
I knew Galvin and Sidron were dangerous. Now I know they're more powerful than I could have imagined. But the worst of it is knowing they got there by turning our people against their own.
Yep. That's definitely a factor. Yeah, well. Oh. What do you want me to do? It's talking to me as if there's something to scan, but it doesn't look like there is. As far as I can tell. Oh, there's something on this side too. Cool. On the other side. Let's go. There is the third anomaly. Hello? It's not letting me leave this now. See, there's something in radiation, but I can't. Nothing there. Let me holster it. I think we'll have to restart this a little bit. This is... Just nothing here. Like at all. Just go back to setting, go back to... how do I leave though? Oh, is there no way back to just go back to the menu from here? Brilliant. Cool. Oh, it's just the text? Fuck's sake. Never mind. It was my fault. What a moron.
The device's primary function is to transmute lithium into this quantized crystalline compound. Possibly for the creation of weapons.
Do you think one of these was used on that Elydian in the tunnels?
Possibly.
Such a cruel weapon.
Possibly. Oh, interesting.
Can your device read this?
It can roughly translate the words, but we don't have enough Taconian language on record to understand how it's structured.
Oh well.
Devastated. Anything else? Nope. Back to the main console. Oh, okay. I send this one to something. Oh, okay. What now? Do we leave? Or like try and go back this way? Okay, so no. Not that. Something the first side I missed. Or he doesn't have anything in here. I don't know. I'm stuck. It gives the beep when we go through here. Like, interesting, because like... Oh, Titus, can we move up? You move out of my way, Titus. Titus, I'm just going to need you, like, literally, please don't stand there. Stand anywhere else, not there. Oh, are you for real?
This place feels wrong.
Yeah.
I'll get what I need, and we can get out of here.
Thank you.
Now move out the fucking way. Tylus, please. Tylus, please.
Is it too, convenient that we found this place unguarded?
There's an old Earth saying about never looking a gift horse in the mouth.
What's a horse?
Never mind.
Yeah, can we just... What about never letting a fucking Kobliad get stuck by a fucking Hotari? Is there a saying about that? That's the most dumb thing ever. Oh my days. Player. Well, I was beneath continue. Please just put me back where I was. Please just put me straight back in there. Nope, gotta do all this bit again. Brilliant.
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward.
At least we can do it sort of more quickly this time.
It's like an infection.
Incredible.
Yeah.
This is definitely not Hotari.
No shit.
It's the remnants of the Takan Empire.
Don't make me live all this again, please. Life is finite. Life is a finite resource, unlike this Takan Empire seems to fucking have.
This is exactly where we should be. Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room. We need to learn everything we can.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do all this conversation
Look familiar?
again. Yep.
It's almost identical to the console Galvin has hidden in the palace. It looks like a control surface.
Yep. Okay, cool.
What are we looking at?
It's
console.
made of the same crystalline material as the rest of this place, but I can't tell much else. Might be some kind of sleep mode. I can't analyze this further unless it starts working normally.
Maybe we can turn it on from somewhere else.
Hopefully. Let's keep looking around.
Okay.
Somewhat resembles a transporter pad.
Let's go.
Can your device read this?
It can roughly translate the words, but we don't have enough Taconian language on record to understand how it's structured.
Oh well.
Let's get through this. Come on. Much quicker the second time around. Yay!
What is it?
The device's primary function is to transmute lithium
Much better when you
into
can
this
beeline to stuff, I
quantized
suppose.
crystalline compound, possibly for the creation of weapons.
Do you think one of these was used on that Elydian in the tunnels?
Such a cruel weapon.
Very cruel weapon. Perhaps the cruelest of the weapons.
Looks like some sort of replicator.
I can't get it to work.
It has power. Must be looking for some other kind of authorization.
Okay. Okay. Then, cool, got him.
This suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says. But hard to imagine how that's possible.
Yeah. Big one. Yeah. Woo!
Our science division will have a field day with this. We need to study it on the ship.
Is that all we need?
How are you holding up?
Oh, I didn't mean to click. I didn't realize it was Tyler's. I don't need to hear that again. Please, fuck off!
Than I could have imagined. But the worst of it is knowing they
Tyler,
got there by turning our people against
shut
their
up,
own.
please. I don't need your backstory again. Okay. I genuinely don't know what this next step is. Can we leave now? We're gonna get turned around again. There's still stuff to do here. That which is clear. Saying there's something to analyze, but there's nothing there. Mistake. We talked to Tyler's loads of times. We'll have to do something.
Wrong.
I'll get what I need, and we can get out of here.
Thank you. Is it too, convenient that we found this place unguarded?
There's an old Earth saying about never looking a gift horse in the mouth.
What's a horse?
Never mind.
Okay, so I can't speak to her anymore. No. I thought she was going to trap me in again. I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the plan now? What's the idea next? Literally, is there anything else to scan? No? Can't up there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm either like phenomenally blind, or this last part or whatever is meant to be difficult. Fine. I don't know why you would do that. There like, is there like a below? Might sound silly to say, but is there like a... No. So far as it seems. Am I being dumb? Is this map mean something? These maps mean something. It almost seems to just be like shouting out that I can scan the things I already scanned. But when I don't want to do that. Can I still not leave? Can I leave now? No, is the answer. Well, this is just annoying because it's just like, it's not even like, 1 second. I had to leave for a few things, and yes, you are. Yes, I am. What did I say? What did I say? Tau, Star Trek Resurgence. I'm gonna literally have to watch a fucking guide here. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, okay. I found it. It's fine. He said, am I stupid? Wow. Rude. This is apparently what I was meant to find, which is like needle in a fucking haystack. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys.
Crystallized lithium compound. Its internal structure is extremely ordered. In fact, the states of these crystals on a subatomic level suggests a storage device of some kind. Energy levels are both stable and ordered, like information. Some of them appear to be depleted.
What kind
like
of
my
information
energy
would you deplete?
for this fucking part of the game. Well, that doesn't seem good.
Jara?
I see it.
What's happening?
Someone turned it on.
There's no one here. But maybe the device I saw in the palace can send a signal?
If that's the case, we may not be alone for long. Let's hurry.
Uh-oh.
I can feel the power coming off it.
I've never seen this kind of energy before. I'll need to record this with my tricorder.
Okay. What else? Anything else? Oh, the console itself. Fair enough. Makes sense. Oh, she's a bit close.
This can't be right.
What
It's
can't be
putting
right?
out almost 50 zetajoules of energy.
I
Means
assume
nothing
that's
to
a
me.
lot.
Enough
Yeah, I
to
assume
power
it's a
this
lot.
entire quadrant. This
Oh.
amount of power, the kind of radiation it's putting out, it's the cause of the storm. The warp disrupting beam, all of it.
Uh-oh.
What do we do now?
We get back to the Resolute. They have to know about this. Come on, let's... Quickly. We have to hide.
Just get on the teleporters, you idiots. Oh, you know. Go on.
This is outrageous! I demand you let me go!
No need to complain. You're about to receive a gift beyond your wildest imagination.
Uh-oh.
If anything, I consider it an honor.
Oopsie. By the way, Spider-Verse 2 this week. Yes! I'm probably gonna go and see it on Saturday, I think. Is that what they did to Miranda? Put someone's personality inside of her?
What is that? What are you doing?
You'll see soon enough.
I can influence the course of the negotiations. I can make sure the Hotari get the better end of the bargain.
Is he even Hotari anymore? Is that the implication here, that they're not actually Hotari anymore? Maybe. I think, whilst we're sort of midway through a chapter, but we are kind of at a stopping point here, we will leave it there for now. That little bit with the scanning took it out of me just slightly, but I'm really enjoying it, and obviously there's clearly a lot still to unravel here. Thank you guys for watching as always, whether you watched live or you're watching on demand. If you did enjoy this, please do like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be back with this at the end of this week for those watching, as I say, live. But if you're watching on demand, the next video is probably out already. Maybe, depending. Hopefully. You don't know. So, guys, thank you as always for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed some Star Trek Resurgence. And, yeah. See you guys later in the week. Bye, guys.